Hey, Kelly Mortensen here with Digital Planes, and today we're going to go over our weekly chapter from the book Your Business Will Get Hacked. Chapter 4 is called The Imperative of Safety and Security in Social Media for Business. This chapter was written by Jesse Pearson in Greenwood, Indiana, and his company name is lovingly called jpthegeek.com. jpthegeek at jpthegeek.com is where you can find him. In this chapter, he talks about how social media has expanded far beyond its initial design, which is just to get in contact with your friends and family for the most part, and has established its foundational element of modern business strategies now. How can you argue with that with social media, viral media giants like Stanley, who was a 130-year-old company and has had sales increase from 70 million to 750 million dollars just with a social media post and some influencers. Jesse points out that it goes beyond just having your brand and marketing strategy. You must apply cybersecurity around it as well as a crisis management team. Every like, share, comment, or click is a goldmine of information that people use to help shape their sales and marketing strategies. And before I get any farther, this obviously is part of our sales and marketing strategy is providing these educational videos. And if you could like and comment on any of these posts, that would help us out a lot. Jesse ends this thought with the fact that there's a profound understanding of the risk associated with social media, and it's not just prudent, it's indispensable that you understand all your socials, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, now called X, Instagram, and even the forbidden TikTok. By the way, don't use TikTok. It's probably the worst of all the social media scraping engines out there. But I digress. Moving forward here, forward-thinking organizations don't merely respond to threats; they preempt those threats through assiduous monitoring, and I like that. Assiduous is a great new word for my vocabulary. It's what we do at Digital Planes, and this next part of Jesse's chapter really echoes in my head as if I've heard it before. Turns out we're on the same page when it comes to keeping a proactive stance to fortify your security and endow companies with a competitive edge, with reliability and endearing customer trust. And trust is a virtue that should be held higher when it comes to cybersecurity and just relationships with businesses in general. This seems to counter to what you would think. Most, your customers have to trust your organization. Maybe that's why when local companies right here in Fargo, they try and hide the fact that they may have been compromised and breached. They have a policy holder, the holder of their policy, their cybersecurity policy. They'll have them post notices in states where that business is not located. So there's been a number of businesses in the North Dakota area, and I'm sure it happens in every state, where they'll have a law firm or their policy holder of their insurance policy post a notice that they had experienced a breach in maybe a home office in Connecticut or in Washington State. I guess I've seen them there too. And that just shows that there's a lot of embarrassment that comes with that. And it's not just embarrassment, you can lose a lot of customers. But at the same time, there's an apathy with businesses to put that ounce of prevention toward their business security to avoid this embarrassment and potentially business-ending event. And it's something that we're trying to help educate businesses with, that it's not just an embarrassment that they maybe were lacking in cybersecurity, but it could shut down your business. And I just read prior to filming this a stat that if you think about small businesses being less than $50 million, the SMB, as you say in the industry, any business that's worth 50 million or smaller is considered a SMB small business. And when 60% of those businesses go out of business 6 months after a ransomware attack like this, it begs to question why not put that ounce of prevention in place before you lose your entire business. I mean, how many of us have had our moms get their Facebook account hacked? This happens to the business too. So you have to continuing on with Jesse's theme with the social media. You have to protect all your social media platforms. This goes into why social media is important, and we Digital Plains tell our customers and just random people when we happen to come across their websites to stop oversharing details about your employees, and B, stop putting your business email on those bios on a web page. What you should do is create a contact us form that doesn't go to any particular web address or email address. Put that on your web page and take all those email addresses off. Hackers scrape these pages for email addresses. They send phishing and spear phishing attacks to those people. So if you have a list of your C-level executives and their email addresses out there, and they say, you know, let's see, if you're sharing that he or she loves this breed of hunting dog and have 3 children and they're active in sports and this sport and that sport. These are all data points that hackers will use to use against you and are to get you to click a link in an email. And real quick, the difference between a phishing attack and a spear phishing attack is a phishing attack is like throwing out a net, whereas a spear phishing attack is like using a spear and using some of these personal details about your executives to be a more guided attack at your business. And I've heard a number of numerous examples of this right here in Fargo. That comes to just the MGM compromise last year, which I spoke about in my chapter in the book. The hacker found someone on LinkedIn, found the person's email and address, and phone number from MGM's IT help desk, and they simply called the help desk and asked for an administrator password, and that's how they were hacked. So those social media links are very valuable, and social media has become a hub of real-time information sharing. So the bottom line is you need to train your employees on these threats. The human element is the biggest weakness by far in every business, and you can do a lot to prevent that from happening. So I want to thank Jesse for his chapter that he wrote. Again, Jesse Pearson with jpthegreek.com in Greenwood, Indiana. And if you're in that area, give him a shout. He's on top of what you need to do to protect your business, as we are at Digital Plains. And we can give you that proactive, secure foundation to protect that ounce of prevention to stop your business from being attacked, humiliated, and perhaps going out of business. So all the links are in our description here to get a hold of us, and we would love to chat with you about any challenges you're having. Thank you.